Good morning, thanks for joining us. I'm delighted to be here celebrating Bike Week. Bike Week is a great opportunity to build the habit of biking to work, to school, to a local restaurant or store, or just for the pure enjoyment of being outside on a bike. But today in particular, Bike Week is most importantly a time for us to emphasize biking as an equal mode of transportation that deserves to be safe in all circumstances. Madison has been consistently recognized as one of the most bike-friendly cities in the United States and is one of only 5 cities recognized as a platinum biking community by the League of American Bicyclists, and we're very proud of that designation. Every year, we have projects, both big and small, to improve biking connections for people of all ages and abilities in our community. The city is also expanding recreational biking opportunities in our parks, and Madison Parks recently completed a plan for how to expand off-road biking opportunities in Madison. Madison is home to many great bicycle projects and amenities, such as our Safe Routes to Schools program, which is led by the Wisconsin Bike Fed in collaboration with the city and the school district. Many local nonprofits that do bike giveaway programs, earn a bike programs, education, and bike maintenance to ensure that all of our residents can get out on bikes. And the Madison Bike Center, which is right around the corner with secure parking, lockers, a bike wash, a bike shop, and community classes managed by Freewheel Bicycle. They are having their official grand opening this week on Thursday at 4 p.m., so I encourage people to stop by and learn more. And we are planning for the future here at the city. We are committed to building a bike network that reaches the entire city, and we are addressing gaps in that network to improve usability of the system and appeal to potential cyclists of all ages and all abilities. We have a big list of projects planned for construction in 2023, and we're working now on our plan for the out years as well beyond 2023. I want to take a moment to recognize that this morning we had a serious bike car crash. The City of Madison and myself personally are committed to eliminating serious and fatal crashes on our streets through our Vision Zero initiative. We're committed to making streets safer for bikers and for everyone. We have funded over 50 projects through our Safe Streets Madison programs this year alone, and we're focused on improving the safety of our streets through engineering, through enforcement, and through education. We are planning on seeking federal funds to support even more projects that will help us improve our streets with respect to their safety for all modes of transportation. I want to end by thanking the organizers of Bike Week that ensure that this event continues to thrive for everyone on a bike in Madison. With the support of countless volunteers, Bike Week has grown from a one-day bike-to-work event over 20 years ago to this week-long celebration. I also want to thank B-Cycle for what they've done to make it easier to bike in our community and for providing one of their bike share bikes for use during today's ride. And I want to note that the official release of this year's art bike collection is happening on Thursday, June 9th from 4:30 to 6:30 at Garver Feed Mill. And finally, I want to thank everyone who came out this morning to celebrate Bike Week and to support continuing to improve bicycling here in Madison. And now it's my pleasure to hand the mic over to former Alder Robbie Weber.
Hi. And thanks for coming out. The weather held off. We're very happy about that. We always like to have not rain for Bike Week. And I want to thank Mayor Rhodes-Conway and all the city staff that have made Madison an even better place to bike than when I started working on Bike Week 25 years ago. People sometimes ask me why I bike or why other people should care about bicycling. And I always say that when you're going downtown, you know, I'm not necessarily trying to be an environmental warrior or, you know, an advocate, but I'm cheap. I don't want to pay for parking. I don't want to pay for gas. I want to be able to go when and where I want to go. And bicycling gives me that. It's inexpensive. I'm proof that you don't have to be young, you don't have to be trim. Anybody can bike. And a lot of trips in the city are only 1 or 2 miles. And yet we all drive those trips. Those are perfect trips for bicycling. So even if you don't bike, remember that everybody who does bike is not taking up that parking space that you're looking for, is not in front of you on the belt line, and people are healthier, it's cheaper, it's more equitable, anyone can get on a bike and get where they need to go. And I think that the crash that happened earlier today just goes to show that although Madison has made strides, we have a long way to go. But I do want to acknowledge that things have gotten so much better in Madison in the last 25 years, and when I go away for even just a weekend and come back, I am blown away by the number of people that bike. It's just phenomenal. You go to any other city, there are very few cities where you'll see this many people bicycling, and we have done so much. And one of the reasons that we are making greater strides is that we have staff that not only cares about bicycling, they ride bikes. I mean, that is a big deal. 25 years ago, when I tried to get the mayor to speak at our press conference, she didn't want to. She barely wanted to meet with us. Now we have many city staff. We have a bike room. I just went and put some air in my tires, and I was parking my, I was in the bike room, and all the city staff came pouring in, parking their bikes there. That makes a big difference. They understand what we need, but we still have a long way to go for people of all ages and all abilities to be able to bike anywhere comfortably and safely at any time of the year, which is the vision for Madison Bikes. And I also want to acknowledge that although Madison Bikes convenes this event, or this week, this series of events, it's the shops, the organizations, the clubs that actually put on the events. All these little commuter stations, these people handing out donuts and tuning up your bike on the path, those are all people that put on that event themselves. We just put it out there and said, we'll put it on the calendar. So they're the ones that you should thank, and they're the ones making this a fantastic week of events. And finally, I want to thank all the citizens that show up and say that they care, that we couldn't do it without the people who tell their alders, tell the mayor, tell the businesses that this is important to them. Your voice really matters, and you can see the results in Bike Week and every day of the year, how many people are out there bicycling. And our sponsors, UW Health, MG&E, Wheel and Sprocket, and Trek, and other sponsors, Saris, Madison Cycle Works, Schwinn, Slow Roll, and the City of Madison have also made this possible so that we can put on all these wonderful events for you. And if you haven't tried bicycling, grab that bike out of the back of the garage, take it to one of the little, one of the tune-up stations that you'll see around town, and save some gas. Everybody needs that, right? So thank you, everyone, and let's go for a ride.
Yeah. So I just want to say a thank you to the folks that are standing behind me. We have a number of city staff, but I particularly want to recognize the Alders here, Alder Heck and Alder Foster, for joining us, and representatives from Downtown Madison Inc. as well. But I'm going to hand the mic over to our traffic engineer, Yang Tao, for a moment.
Thank you, Mayor. I just want to quickly follow up on the crash that happened this morning. And this is very important for safety for everyone. And you may heard in the news that recently U.S. DOT is rolling out a new car safety evaluation program, and they are planning to give the huge SUVs a 5-star safety rating, which is the highest rating. That's going to be a problem because the vehicles on our road is getting bigger and heavier. And when crashes do happen, especially with vulnerable users like bicyclists, pedestrians, the consequences are quite bad when the cars get bigger and bigger. And at least that there should be safety considerations for people who are outside the vehicles as well when the safety ratings are given. So Tom and I just sent a letter to U.S. DOT on behalf of the city and urging U.S. DOT to change their criteria. So for a car to be given 5-star safety rating, we think other safety features should be included to the car for the consideration of the safety of those who are outside of the vehicle, not just to protect the person who is in the vehicle or persons who are in the vehicle. So actually, we can all do something about this. So I encourage all of you to go to go to Federal Register website. You can Google New Car Safety Improvement Safety Evaluation Program, and you can search for public comments, and you can put in public comments yourself as well. And if you cannot find the link, let me know. I can happy to share that with you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Yang. That's a really important note. So our work on safety includes advocacy at the state and federal levels as well, and I invite the community to join us in that. All right, we'd be happy to take questions. Myself, Robbie, any of the city staff behind me, if there are questions. All right, well then we're going to get on our bikes and go for a ride.
How are you doing?